While Bitcoin is currently trading at very important support, I need to talk about the very important seasonality of October. Because yes, so far October has not really been very great, but guys, I have got data that we can just not ignore right now. And I want to be talking about it on today's update video. I want to be talking about what we're currently seeing in terms of trends getting emerged on the 12-hour time frame on Bitcoin right now, in terms of momentum we're currently creating here on the lower time frames to, of course, predict where Bitcoin is heading towards next. So I'm going to be discussing a lot of things on today's update video, a lot of important data points right now as well. Without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap on that like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. First of all, here on the 30-minute time frame, you can clearly see that we had this very big drop towards the downside, and actually it went in two ways here. And actually the first time we created a bullish divergence right here, Bitcoin moved towards the upside and then had another crash downwards. And what we're currently seeing is that Bitcoin once again is creating another bullish divergence, where of course the price action is clearly creating a lower low, the RSI creating a higher low, and Bitcoin is right now starting to be bouncing. And yes, this is what we saw last time around as well, but then we still had to turn over towards the downside. And that is why I want to be saying that yes, indeed, we create a bullish divergence, so it's likely that Bitcoin goes up. But if Bitcoin breaks below this very important gray box of support, or you could better say this white line right here, which is clearly the most important level of support that you can see in this entire trend right here. You can see providing resistance, also resistance right here. Now it is actually providing support, but you can see just the significance of this level in the past. And if we really break below this level, we're going to be quite screwed in my opinion. So currently on the minute short term, we're seeing an average to slight bounce here for Bitcoin. You could be potentially approach it as well like this major downward sloping resistance line, which we're currently creating, where we actually got rejected from over here, also over here, and also over here. So if we're going to be approaching this level, it's going to be very important to be breaking above this level. And if we potentially break above this level, that could be definitely marking the beginning of the next rally higher for Bitcoin, or potentially the signal that the bottom is actually finally in for Bitcoin. Then looking at the 4-hourly time frame, we can see also major rally towards the upside, and then of course we created that top here, exactly same stopping structure like we had over here. I discussed it actually while we were sitting at the top, also right here, very similar structure on Bitcoin. I'm not saying that we're going to be dumping all the way down again here, but of course we have created a very similar structure for Bitcoin. Now we come down again here, and if we're just looking and zooming in towards the 4-hourly time frame, you can see that also over here on the 4-hourly time frame, which is very important in my opinion, we are starting to create those lower lows, but on the RSI we're starting to create higher lows. So the bullish divergence is not only playing out on lower time frames, but also on the 4-hourly time frame right now. And if you're zooming out on the 4-hourly time frame, you can also approach Bitcoin right now at this very important box of support right here. So this is major previous resistance, and currently we're finding some support around this level. You can see in this region we got majorly rejected from in the past, and currently we're still retesting this level of support. So that could still mean something great for Bitcoin. And yesterday also we saw $91 million flowing out on the spot Bitcoin ETF. I mean, this is not necessarily so bad, but we did saw the 4th ever selling day from BlackRock. But what do we learn from this? Because every single time they have actually sold off some Bitcoin was either at the bottom or was close to the bottom. So you can see the first sell marked the bottom, then this sell right here didn't mark the bottom, but the second sell did mark the bottom. And now once again, we're seeing a sell from BlackRock. Is this going to be marking the bottom? And also, whenever we see record inflows from BlackRock, like we had over here in April, it marked the top. Then here also in this rally towards the upside in, what was it, June, I think, or July, we had massive inflows that also marked the top. So this is actually a very interesting signal we're currently getting, which is making myself actually quite excited. And you can see it also here on the spot Bitcoin ETF flows in general. Whenever we see major flows, it tends to be marking the top. And whenever we see major outflows, it tends to be marking the bottom. So that is actually a very bullish signal, which we are currently actually seeing right now here. So currently on the daily time frame, Bitcoin is exactly still bouncing from off this very important level of support. You can see that every single time we've touched this level, we bounce from it. We're currently still trading on it. And if you're then doing some more deep dive analysis here right now on Bitcoin, and you're just looking at the trend which we have been creating in the recent days here, first of course we created that major downtrend from the top side, lower high, and then right here, boom, you create that first higher high. So this is already a major trend reversal. And at the same time, you created lower lows after lower lows, but here we created a higher low. So we're creating a higher low structure right now here together with a higher high. And this is also a previous higher low in the market. And that would definitely confirm that as long as we're not breaking below 57,000 US dollars, guys, we're just printing another higher low. And there is not necessarily a big reason to be panicking on Bitcoin right now here. And considering the fact that currently it is not Crashtober, but it is still October, because if we're looking at the Bitcoin seasonality from all the previous data, this is how an average October looks like. This is from all the data from Bitcoin in the past, and you can see that the average October is actually looking quite bullish in my opinion. You see a start is not always very strong here, but always in October we tend to be rallying by 22 to 24% on average in 1 month here. So that is just very bullish. And if you're just going to be looking to October in halving years, so in the years where the bull market should be starting, October is usually the kickstarter of the massive bull run towards the upside. And if we're then also going to be looking towards the fact that the realized cap with new whales versus old whales, we can see that there are a massive amount of new whales entering the market right now as well. And you have to consider in the fact that we're currently still trading around 60,000 US dollars, guys. We're not trading on 15K. Bitcoin is still holding strong above 60K here. This is very great here. Every single day that goes by that we're consolidating around this level, the more bigger the rally towards the upside eventually is going to be here. And you can see it in every single Bitcoin cycle. Q4 is the point where we tend to go the most exponential. It happened in 2021, it happened in 2017, it happened at the end of 2020, it happened at the end of 2016, it happened at the end of 2012, and why wouldn't it happen at the end of 2024 as well? And after that, we're going to be having 2025, which is going to be the bull market year. That's what they're saying, at least if history is any indication. And guys, if you want to be trading this, don't forget to go to the highest link description of today's video, because there's a massive amount of deposit bonuses you can currently claim here, guys. First of all, if you go to the highest link description of today's video, you press on this link right here, you will come to this page where you can actually claim a free $500 trade by signing up on the account using the link below and completing your KYC. And on top of that, you can get a 30,000 US dollar deposit bonus. So if you're interested in that, don't forget to check it out in the link description of today's video. Further on, we can currently see that on the daily time frame, Bitcoin is just still in the midst of this consolidation phase, still in the midst of this major bull flag pattern, which I am definitely very much anticipating to be breaking out anytime soon here. And you can see here on the monthly time frame, Bitcoin is creating a massive falling wedge pattern that is also set to be breaking out. And whenever this is going to be breaking out, guys, that will be marking the beginning of the monthly breakout and that major rally towards the upside. We've been consolidating sideways for such a long time here, and the chart has never looked more bullish than this here. And yes, what I'm really waiting for to see as well is the weekly time frame to cross bullish on the MACD. Whenever this is going to be happening, I will let you know, because if this does happen, guys, this is just a very similar signal like we had in October 2023, and that also marked the beginning rally towards the upside. And if you don't really like to trade Bitcoin, but you do know that Bitcoin is very dependent for the market on how it's going to be performing, guys, if I'm looking at my altcoin season prediction, if we're looking at the last cycle, it happened 210 days after the Bitcoin halving. That is where altcoin season started. And if we're going to be looking at the time horizon, 210 days after the Bitcoin halving, that will be in approximately 42 days here. So yes, the time is almost there that alt season is going to be starting. We're probably going to be seeing a little bit of more of a push towards the upside before it really starts. We are extremely close right now here. So yeah, very important information which you should definitely consider right now here. But anyways, guys, this was it for me in today's update video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to slap on that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.